Coma grid on the screen then with Rex Pooley and Henry Algar on the front row, Toby Biggs and Harry Chapman on row number 2, Ronnie Kempson and Sebastian McCarthy on row number 3. Then it's Mason Hibbert and Joshua Bailey with Noah Wicklow and Freddie Blackshaw with Riley, Aston Wilkins and Manuel Gomez. Then it's Jack Daniels and Logan Hodgetts. 15th is Eli Scher and Brady Atkin alongside on row number 8. Henry Hales and Jamie Walsh on row number 9. Ethan Pearson starts 19th. Oliver Daniels in 20th with Travis Giddings and Darcy Durnford with Will Riley in P number 23. David Hamilton has been on in the live chat, saying good luck to Eli Scher in the number 35. If in doubt, flat out from Uncle Harry and Auntie Nifa cheering you on. Well, he's about to make his way out to the track in a few moments' time. As, we just await the arrival of our Coma C50 Bambinos. 4 more finals for you here today then at Rowrah, round 2 of the Kart Championship, sponsored by the Junior Saloon Kart Championship, who you can currently see in the top right-hand corner of your screen, and right in the middle there is our banner next to the BKC, CKC and JKC. Also in partnership with KKC, Fibre King, Optimum Motorsport and Circuit Watchers as well. You can see those cycling through in the top right-hand corner. As you can see, just above the quarry walls here at Rowrah, you can see the clouds starting to come in towards the end of this race day. We were expecting a few drops of rain throughout the day, but it looks like we've managed to dodge the worst of it, certainly. We had 1 or 2 drops earlier on that slowed the pace of Junior Rotax in their 3rd heat, but other than that, we're not expecting any more rain for the rest of the day, which is fantastic. To just waiting then for the Comas to make their way round. Honda's just still down there in the holding area outside scrutineering, which you can just see on the left side as we cut to our Coma C50 Bambinos down there in the holding area, ready to go out for their final. See the 17 just on the left of Ethan Pearson. The 27 of Darcy Durnford, making just about see her through. 39 of Jamie Walsh as the first row of karts to the left side. The top 16 make their way through, and then 17th through to the rest of the field sent on their way. At least it's a fairly gentle walk down the hill for our parent helpers at Warden Law for round 1. They had to run the full length of the start straight, and I think that's the only time that you can really appreciate the length of the start straight at Warden Law is when you're having to run down it to meet your kart as it makes its way round the track to where you are. Drivers then will roll into positions. Pole will occupy P3 rather than P1, which give them a clearer view of the lights above them. So the drivers just making their way around in this Coma C50 class. So our youngest drivers in the year of their 6th birthday. So we've got drivers that are 5 years old out there racing here today. Rex Pooley off pole position will start on the inside with Henry Algar alongside. They've had a great battle all throughout the race day today. Final few Bambinos just rolling in. Darcy Durnford's very, very striking number 27 kart. The black, white and pink machine just rolling into position on the outside up there. There's the 88 as well of Wilf Riley in his first outing in the Kart Championship here. final few helpers making their way off the track. And the 5-second board ready to be held up by our race director down there. Ten minutes on the overhead clock for our Comet C50 Bambinos. We're away and racing. It's a good start from Henry Algar on the outside of the front row. Has he got enough to close the door on Rex Pooley as they make their way up? He's going to have the left-hander for the chicane, and Henry Algar is through and leads as they make their way down towards the left-hander at McRae's. Algar then from Rex Pooley. Harry Chapman is up in front of Toby Biggs. And he could even, and Harry Chapman, as the other two have run wide at the first corner, Chapman's going to come through to lead this one on the run up towards Iredale's. Hat Chapman in the yellow from Henry Algar. Biggs on the outside, coming in under pressure with a little bit of contact as well from Mason Hibbert as he slid wide. So they're trying to sort themselves out. It will pretty much be single file through this Stuart S at the far end of the circuit. We see Sebastian McCarthy in there as well in the 56 kart. That's Jamie Walsh coming through in the right racing colours. The red helmet. So they make their way through. Chapman in front of Algar. Then it's Rex Pooley, Toby Biggs, Mason Hibbert, Sebastian McCarthy in 6th place. In front of Kempson, Wicklow, and the 22 of Gonzalez, with the 81 Joshua Bailey just behind, rounding out the top 10 in front of Riley Aston, Wilkins and Freddie Blackshaw. Jack Daniels is in 13th, Eli Scher 14th. Logan Hodgetts completing the top 15, nose to tail. And we've got a change for the lead there now, because it looks like that's Henry Algar back to the front. It is. Rex Pooley's through as well. Chapman's there, and then to the inside comes Toby Biggs, and Biggs is through up into 3rd place. Chapman then, having led over start finish, drops from 1st down into 4th place as they run down towards the Stuart S as they move to the inside. The scrub on the tyres, not enough to ruin. And there's contact as that's Sebastian McCarthy up. Noah Wicklow is off as well. They're both going to try and rejoin, but there's traffic coming through as well. McCarthy's kart stranded in the middle of the circuit, and Sebastian McCarthy from 6th place drops all the way down outside of the top 20. Round Paddock Bend, the leading 4 go. Algar leading the quartet from Pooley and Biggs, with Chapman, then Mason Hibbert 4 tenths back. Coming under pressure as well from Ronnie Kempson. They've got their own battle unless they work together to try and close back in on this top 4. But it's Algar from Pooley, Biggs and Chapman, with Hibbert, Kempson, Gonzalez up now into 7th place. There he is trying to take advantage of drivers going wide. That's Freddie Blackshaw in the background as well. Joshua Bailey now up into 8th place, having run in 10th, but that contact between Sebastian McCarthy sent him all the way spinning down, with Noah Wicklow as well on that previous lap. Wicklow recovering into 13th, Sebastian McCarthy 21st. He had to wait for the entire field to come through before he could rejoin. Still the top 4 as they were. Algar now being pushed along by Rex Pooley, but Rex trying to break away. 2 behind though, not allowing it. Toby Biggs, Harry Chapman, Rex Michael Pooley with the fastest lap of 1:04.345. As he closes right in on the back of Henry Algar. He's left it late on a number of occasions as Rex Pooley to try and find a way through, but that's because it's only been him and Henry Algar. He's having to defend as Toby Biggs comes across on Harry Chapman. Chapman with a little bit of contact as Biggs was looking to close the door. Still the top 4 making a move away from the rest of the field. In the background you can see Mason Hibbert and Ronnie Kempson working nose to tail, pushing away. Look over the shoulder there from Rex Pooley just to see where everybody else was, and to run down the hill. They almost go out of sight before the right-hander then at St John's, for the left at Sunny. Once again you can see Henry Algar's bumper bobbing up and down as he's nudged along by Rex Pooley. Not doing any harm, just the closer they are, the quicker they'll go. More slipstream, more power. Toby Biggs is the fastest driver on track now in third place. And what looked like it was going to be a two-horse race in Coma C50 Bambino between Henry Algar and Rex Pooley has turned into a really intriguing battle now involving Toby Biggs and Harry Chapman as well. With 5 minutes and 14 seconds remaining, half race distance almost upon us in Coma C50 Bambino. Biggs goes slightly wide. Harry Chapman's going to get run to the inside. These two need to get through nice and cleanly because you can see just with those two battling with each other down the straight and not working together in a straight line, how much of a gap that's opened up to Henry Algar and Rex Pooley in front of them. They've found 10 kart lengths just because the two drivers behind, rather than working nose to tail in a straight line, had moved out and effectively caused both of them to be a windbreak. They're going to have to work together now for a lap or so to close back in. Harry Chapman, however, is going to come alongside Toby Biggs into the first corner, and through the chicane he goes, and Chapman is through into second place, into third place, with Algar still leading from Pooley. The rest of the field coming through, the 22 of Gonzalez in 7th place. Blackshaw is through then now, down the inside of Joshua Bailey, with Riley Atkin, Aston Wilkins in 10th place. We saw Noah Wicklow trying to get back past Jack Daniels and Eli Scher to move back towards the top 10 after that incident earlier on with Sebastian McCarthy. Saw them both drop outside the top 10 down into currently 13th and 20th place respectively. There's Wicklow in the black with the black helmet, easily identifiable, more so from the back because he's got Wicklow written all the way down the back of his race suit. Leading duo though had half a second on the previous lap, with Toby Biggs in front of Harry Chapman. Now it's Chapman in front of Biggs. Let's see whether Chapman can close up on the back. The gap looks like it's gone out to around about a second from the race leading duo, and just as we say that, the confirmation on the screen that it is just about a second. Back to our race leaders, Henry Algar and Rex Pooley then battling it out for the victory here. Looked like it was going to be a 4-kart battle, but Harry Chapman and Toby Biggs have become preoccupied with each other, as you can see in the background. So unless Henry Algar and Rex Pooley start battling in as Harry Chapman moves across twice there on Toby Biggs. Toby Biggs is lucky to still be on the track, let alone in third place there, with Harry Chapman coming across twice. Fairly sure that one's going to get a second viewing from the race director. In fact, you can saw the marshal right down there at the far end of the track. Immediately on the radio there, Toby Biggs up into third place. We'll say somewhat fortuitously, not because of anything that happened. Not because of anything that happened that allowed him to move through, but because he's lucky that kart is still facing in the right direction. Algar, Pooley, Biggs and Chapman then your top four. Here's what we see down the straight, and there you can see Harry Chapman twice moving in the direction. Toby Biggs with his arm up off the wheel, but Harry Chapman there now in fourth place. Biggs up into third. We've got a contact warning over start finish for the O plate of Harry Chapman. I'll be honest, not particularly surprised by that, as they make their way through on some lap traffic there of the 88 of Wilf Riley in his first outing with the BKC. Makes that run down towards the Stuart S's at the far end of the circuit. The leading duo still as they were. Henry Algar in front of Rex Pooley. 1 minute and 35 seconds remaining. There's more lap traffic for them to navigate in a few moments' time as they come up to the 27 of Darcy Durnford. It's pretty much as you were though. 1 minute and 23 seconds or so as they come over. So we're going to get 3 laps here to bring this Coma C50 Bambino final to a close. This is the battle for third and fourth between Biggs and Chapman. See the leaders just in front. Algar still in front of Rex Pooley. Biggs and Chapman in third and fourth. Biggs goes wide this time, sliding wide, managing to get the door closed though in enough time to stop Chapman getting alongside. The lap traffic in front of Darcy Durnford as Biggs takes a more defensive line to the inside. Now they're going to have to try and find a way through. They're going to try and sweep round the outside, which will then put them on the inside for St John's. They are through nice and cleanly. Leading duo still nose to tail, as are the battle for third and fourth. 18 seconds on the clock as they come over. 2 laps to go then in Coma C50 Bambino, Henry Algar and Rex Pooley. We know Pooley likes to leave it late, just got to be there or thereabouts to give himself half an opportunity, and we've seen throughout this race day that's all he needs. Kempson still in 5th place in front of Mason Hibbert. Miguel Gonzalez, although there's been a change for 5th on the line almost, as Hibbert comes alongside Ronnie Kempson. That moves him up into 5th place. Kempson down into 6th. Gonzalez, Blackshaw, Bailey and Aston Wilkins round out your top 10. Noah Wicklow's recovered to 13th place as they make their way round some lap traffic, and that's tipped Wilf Riley into a spin, unfortunately, down there, and has allowed the 99, I think, of Riley Aston Wilkins to find a way past Joshua Bailey and moves him up into 9th place. Bailey then will try and find a way back through. See the time at the top there down to 0. Leaders are over the start-finish line for the penultimate time. Henry Algar, Rex Pooley. Which way's this one going to go? Algar defensive to the inside. Pooley will try the switch back through the chicanes to try and get a better exit as they head down towards McRae's for the final time. Algar on the white line, then back over onto the racing line on the outside. Will try and do the same as they head towards Iredale's for the final time. This is where Rex Michael Pooley could strike. Goes wide, gets the cutback. Side by side they go down the back straight. Rex Michael Pooley's alongside. Algar's trying to close the door. Squeeze to the inside. Just needs to look over his shoulder to see whether he can have the door closed. Rex Michael Pooley is through with half a lap to go. Henry Algar trying to fight back, swarming all over the back. They're side by side down the hill. Pooley's going to be tight into the right-hander at St. John's. Can Algar get the cutback? They're going to be side by side once again, and Henry Algar is going to sweep round the outside as they head towards Paddock Bend. Pooley's had the advantage all day, but it's in the final when it matters, and Henry Algar takes victory by less than 1/10 of a second from Rex Pooley, with Toby Biggs and Harry Chapman coming into contact by the look of it on the final corner. Biggs in 3rd. Chapman crosses the line, still has enough of space, and Mason Hibbert tags the back of Ronnie Kempson into the final corner. Kempson is through for 5th, and Miguel Gonzalez is going to inherit 6th place. Blackshaw will come through as well in 7th. Aston Wilkins, Joshua Bailey and Mason Hibbert in 10th place, having tagged the back of Ronnie Kempson into the final corner. That's your top 10 in front of a recovering Noah Wicklow, Jack Daniels and Eli Scher in 13th. There's our comas then, just being rolled into the scrutineering bay, just being held on the cone. And then the first thing they'll do is they'll just get rolled over them weighing scales, make sure that they hit the 71 kilo minimum weight mark. Some drivers, you see, they're 71 kilos for our Coma C50 branch. Just had it queried there by our race director. That includes the driver as well. It used to be 69 kilos. It's only gone up to 71 kilos for Coma C50 Bambinos in the last 18 months or so. So that's why when you see them, you'll often see the parent helpers down there just lifting the carts off the trolleys by themselves. It's not like when they get into Honda Cadet and they've got to have it's not a two-man job for lifting off, but some nice little fist pumps all around there and some high fives for our Coma C50 runners. Some very, very happy drivers down there. Henry Algar, the black suit with the yellow on his back, seemed very, very happy, having fought all the way with Rex Pooley to the line for that one. Pooley, though, has to settle for second, unfortunately, as Toby Biggs and Harry Chapman. So there's no hard feelings after their back straight side pod squabbles between each other.